They'll go for the girl that look aesthetically pleasing because she's used all of other men's money to buy her Gucci bag.
No, let me be honest with you. When I say rich, I just mean like she's working a job or she's got. You lot do hair, right? Yeah, so that's your job, right? So you got a business. Yeah, that's the word, business. So you've either got a business or you got a job that you make money from monthly. That's a good amount.
But would you want your wife to work?
Yeah.
Okay, no. Okay. But wait, no. I have an issue. Wait. Let me even land. Yeah. Basically, I've already said this. No, I've already said this. Yeah. Obviously, I'm a workaholic. I know that. I can't help myself. But I do feel like, if we're getting married,
It shouldn't be a choice. It should be a choice.
If we're getting married,
it should be an option whether I need to.
I should be able to be a housewife. But the reason I say I should be able to be a housewife, I'm not a housewife that all I do is play tennis. I have my thing in my head that I want to be a housewife. But I want to sell hair, but I don't have to physically hardcore work. So I still make my own money without the hardcore working. But I'm a housewife because I'm not going to a 9 to 5 and working for somebody. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just stay at home, watch some Netflix, cook some food, clean. I want to have that option to be able to be a housewife. I feel like if I can't be a housewife, well, quote unquote housewife, with a little bit of working, I guess, then I just can't marry you. I'm so sorry. Like, I just, not like that.
So if your dream man came to you,
he wouldn't be my dream man.
Why can't you have the enough?
If your dream man came to you, let's talk. If you was to get married in the next, what guy is gonna be like?
Let ask the question.
What guy in this UK?
Ask the question.
No, but who's on the UK?
No, ask the question.
What guy in this UK?
Yeah.
Next 2 years, how old? 20.
How old are you?
25. That's gonna housewife you.
No, because so my reason for saying that is because I believe that I've seen like my mom and like other people's parents and stuff.
Yeah.
The man and the woman will both go work their 9 to 5. Right. Yet the woman's gonna have to come home and still cook and clean for the man, and the man's gonna sit down and do nothing. Not all men are gonna help with cooking and cleaning. Okay. There are a lot of men who say they'll do, but they don't actually do it. Okay. And I can only go from my own personal what I've seen in it. Yeah. So I see it as, why must I go to work with you and you go to work, and then I have to come home and then cater for you?
Well, because the red thing, innit? Because it's not moving.
Yeah, no.
It's recording. It's moving.
It's
calm.
Oh, and then I must come home and then now it's moving, bro. And then I must come home and now cater to you. That's why I'm more inclined to, I guess, marry a man who gives me the option to be able to be a housewife. I'm so sorry, and I'm not gonna. I genuinely, with my track record, I genuinely don't believe I'm getting married in the next few years. I do believe that I'll be getting married by like hopefully like maybe 30, latest 31. But
even then, like, who do we know that's housewife?
That's the point. No one
is housewife.
That's the point, and we're always saying raw, like.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You look where you go and the people you meet is a contributing factor.
Why are you meeting these people?
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie,
Okay, wait.
Catch me at the airport, laughing at a rich man who can't get his business flat, so that I can turn around, look at me, and be like, oh, she's so lame.
How old are you?
23.
23. In your 23 years of life here, have you ever met anyone that you think has the indication that they can take care of you like that?
I've spoken to one boy, but no. See, you know the GH one. He gave that vibe.
I don't even know.
I don't know who I'm
talking about.
Who are you talking about, bro?
With the one that can't kiss with the big lips, like the.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You know.
Oh, him.
He gave that vibe.
Bro, no.
I'm not saying
no. He could not.
Oh my gosh, no, you can't. Wait. I'm going to speak about it anyway. Yeah, the reason I say that is because as much how I see it is, as much as he was in uni, because at the end of the day, when we was dating, we was both in uni. You're working a hard subject. I don't expect you to be working and making bare money and da. Like, we're in uni, So, and I feel like for someone who's in uni, for our 2 dates that we went on, he did a lot more.
He's an SFE man.
No, but still, but my
what are the 2 dates?
Oh, the first date we went. Do you know what it is? I feel like if a man can listen to you and like remember things that you say, he can actually he might actually listen to you in the future. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't speak to him for long, but I do believe like maybe his future wife, he would actually be able to cater to her, because I said one time as a passing comment, I like VR, 2 months later, we went on a date VR, and he did everything.
Can I just?
The bar is in hell.
No, I'm not saying. But what I'm saying is, out of everybody I've spoken to, I don't speak to a lot of guys. Like, I literally never speak to guys, and I don't get guys that. I'm just trying to like put myself up to you. I don't speak to guys yet, but like the guys that I've spoken to have been bottom barrel, scrubbed the dirt. Basically borderline touching hell.
They're going to watch.
I don't give a fuck. They're basically touching the pits of hell, yeah. So I think out of all of them, as much as me and him didn't we didn't really speak for long. I'm going off of the character that he showed me, because at the end of the day, I only know what you show me.
Yeah.
So the character that he showed me, I feel like in the future, if he was real well off, he would be able to be a good husband. Yeah, but naturally, it's always an if.
Can I ask the guys a question quickly about what you guys will be talking about? Would you want? Right, let me not start with you then. Let me not start with you.
Hey,
Would you want a housewife? Or like getting into a relationship, would you
mind?
I don't think any of us would mind. That's the thing.
No, we're not saying house girlfriend, housewife.
You want to ask the question better?
I prefer a girl that, like Foma said, is making.
That's not the shot, right?
Huh?
It's not the shot.
You know,
making a bit of money, innit?
I can't take men serious.
Making a bit of money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, myself. I wanted to ask you a question, because you said like, you'd be making small money like selling hair and stuff like that. But doesn't that mean that you'd mostly be relying on the guy? And then you said you don't like being manipulated.
Wait, why would I be relying on the guy?
Because
when I enter the relationship, I'm not entering with no money. Because I would have been working. Anyone would enter with some sort of money.
Yeah.
So I would have been working, but instead of physically standing there doing the hair like I do now, instead I would be selling hair, and then obviously hopefully make it bigger, and then I would have workers, so I don't have to actually do anything.
But you'd still
I would have the workers.
But you'd still have like a business.
I'd have a business. So I'd be making money, but I'm not actually going to like, I don't know, Sainsbury's or going to JP Morgan or something. I'm literally just at home. Sorry, that really just, I really
That's so
do want
random.
that. I was looking at some course for that. I really want to do it. Yeah, but I wouldn't actually physically be working. So it would, to everyone else, it would look like, oh, she's just a housewife. Yeah. But to me and you know that I have my business and I'm working. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's my version of a housewife, because I'm workaholic. I don't know how to sit down still.
Would you want a housewife?
No.
Can I just say something? Yeah? I feel like the essence of marriage has really lost itself. Yeah. And then I was talking about this with some guy the other day. Cool, you lot want women who are rich, yeah, whatever. But realistically, yeah, a man is actually a provider. And I'm not even saying, like, you want a man to be paying for everything, yeah. Like, in my head, that's the role of a man, is to provide. And it's like, you want a girl who likes to work. Do you like to work? No, you don't. So it's like, why would you think that your wife wants to work? And then whether or not you're both working and both contributing to bills, yeah, at the end of the day, the wife will always be the primary parent, regardless. Even if you're helping the kids, even if you're cooking food, yeah. I know I'm always going to go to my mum, emotional. Like, my mum bears the burden, even though I've lived with my dad for my whole life. I'm not going to go cry to my dad. And then I just feel like, why would you want your wife to work? Same way, like, why would you want your kids to work? Because we've all grown up working part-time jobs, yeah.
No, I want my kids to work.
No, but I know. I worked a night shift, like 8 shifts, yeah. I said I'm never going to put my kid in a position where they have to work a night shift, because I know, you lot all know, probably if we never had to work part-time jobs, you probably would have did way better at uni.
With that, yeah, I think you have to understand your kid. Some kids, if they never worked a day in their life, would be the worst people in the world. You have to understand your kid. I do think I would let my kids work, but not like work like you have to slave away to make money. Just work as in like a little side hustle. I don't know. Like, you know in the movies when they're throwing paper at the front door, like that's really working. Do you know what I mean? But it's not like
wait, and can I say one more thing? Yeah. And I think you lot say you want a wife who can work here, because you know Edo's thing. I'm sorry, Edo actually made it. Yeah. You lot have the option, yeah. But I feel like 50 years ago, 20 years ago, men never had the option. That's why you lot can be picking and choosing, yeah. Yeah, that's because Because at the end of the day,
our bread was enough.
Yeah. Okay, let me explain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, houses were 20k.
Yeah.
But the salary was also lower now. Why do you think none of our parents owned a house back then? Cost of living is higher now, but like the salary is also higher. And let's be real, like if we really put our mind to it, we all could have bought a house. We've all been working. Well, I've been working since I was 16. I've never not had a job yet. Like if I actually saved and spent my money on wigs, clothes, holidays, I probably could have bought a house yet. But I think you lot are saying you want a rich wife because you have the option to have a rich wife. Yep. But okay, this is wait.
The comparison's a bit mad though.
No, but I also think that how I see like marriage and like stuff and why I would want to be a housewife is I do believe that, especially when you look at back in the day, a man is supposed to provide for a woman and make a woman's life easier, not make it harder. I feel like if I'm working and you're working and then I'm coming home and I'm cooking and cleaning and everything, that's just more stress. And then if we have kids, naturally kids are gonna come to me. Like as much as kids are
not
gonna
even
love,
that.
no, but like as much as kids are gonna love their dad, I'm gonna cater to the kids. So it's just
no, it's not. No, come on, I can't lie. It's not even the cooking and cleaning. Yeah, it's just like, you know how. Okay, this is what I was saying to some people. Yeah, you know how you lot slide. Like if you have a goal, like the only way your life is gonna change. Let's be real, is you're gonna spend more money. The only way my life is going to change if I get married and I'm still going to be working is I love you, yeah? But let's be real. I'm being so serious. I do think money plays a big role in a relationship.